Today's account tells the fate of a notable Swiss photographer and adventurer, Rudolf von Reding-Bang, who in 1974 dared to venture to an island and never returned. The setting of this tale is Komodo Island, located in the heart of Komodo National Park, a hidden gem among the lesser Sunda Islands in Indonesia. This is a place where time seems to have stood still, where the environment has changed little over the last millions of years, and where fierce creatures reign supreme, devouring everything from helpless monkeys to imposing buffaloes. The region is a testament to the majesty of nature, known for its untouched beauty and stunning biodiversity. It is a destination of choice for adventurers and wildlife lovers who embark on cruises and day trips through the islands. The town of Labuan Bajo in Flores serves as the main starting point for exploring the wonders of Komodo Island. The geography here is a harmony of high rocky peaks, volcanoes, and paradise-cycle beaches, all embraced by dense tropical forest. In this habitat, a rich variety of animals find their home, including antelopes, buffaloes, monkeys, and snakes of various species. However, among all creatures, the rulers of the region are the imposing Komodo dragons. These are the largest lizards in the world, reaching up to 3 meters in length and weighing over 100 kilograms. These reptiles are endemic to the islands of Komodo, Rinca, Flores, and Motong. They are known for their aggressiveness and ferocity, being capable of taking down and devouring animals much larger than themselves. Armed with sharp claws and about 60 cutting teeth, they have a bite that can reach a force of 40 kilograms, coupled with an extremely strong neck that helps them pull and tear the flesh of their prey. Moreover, their venom glands contain substances that prevent blood from clotting, leading their prey to bleed profusely. The dragons also attack their victims' immune systems, often resulting in severe and deadly infections. These formidable creatures have a keen sense of smell and can reach speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour when chasing their prey. Besides their terrestrial abilities, Komodo dragons are also excellent swimmers. Although humans are not part of their usual diet, residents of these islands report cases where these animals have hunted and devoured people, a fact that keeps local populations in constant alert. Komodo dragons hold a prominent place in the popular imagination of the islands. Some communities worship these animals as deities of the past, while in other traditions, they are seen as demonic figures, symbols of terror, and respect for relentless nature. For local inhabitants, coexisting with these giants is a dangerous reality. When someone loses a loved one in the region, the graves of the deceased are sealed with cement to prevent Komodo dragons from digging up the bodies and devouring them. This reflects the constant balance between respecting tradition and the need to survive in such a challenging environment. In July 1974, a group of 30 tourism enthusiasts arrived at a fascinating location with the purpose of diving into local cultural riches and witnessing the majesty of Komodo dragons. Among the adventurers was the renowned Swiss photographer and naturalist Rudolf von Reding-Bang, who was captivated by the exotic atmosphere of the place. However, marching with such a crowd limited his desire to explore independently. Despite being 70 years old, Rudolf maintained enviable physical condition, ready to face any challenge that destiny had in store for him. On July 18, 1974, the group set off towards the interior islands under the guidance of an experienced local guide, known as with the mission of observing wildlife in its natural habitat. Together, they traveled about 14 kilometers towards the peak that offered a panoramic view, capturing the essence of the island in its fullness. During the climb, precisely after crossing Bang Valley, Rudolf decided to separate from the rest of the group, reported. When the group finally reached Lu Liang, realizing the absence of the fearless adventurer, the search for the photographer was launched with the solicitous help of local residents of Komodo Island. Rudolf followed his own path towards the peak, immersed in the dense jungle vegetation, where clearings of tall grass and shrubs dotted the path. Although the tropical climate made him sweat profusely, his indomitable spirit persisted. Upon finally reaching the peak, he paused for a brief moment, gazing in awe at the spectacular landscape unfolding before him. From that privileged point, it was possible to see volcanic peaks and the maritime coast. And Rudolph knew deep within that every exhausting minute of the hike had been worth it, granting him the reward of witnessing such grandeur. According to forensic investigation, the following hypothesis was raised. Amidst the breathtaking landscape, Rudolph prepared his camera, focusing on the horizon, completely absorbed in his quest for the perfect image. However, he was entirely unaware of the stealthy presence of a colossal komodo dragon, which was watching his every move, approaching furtively hidden by the local vegetation in the few dozens of meters that separated him from his aggressor. With impressive agility and ferocity, the komodo dragon attacked violently, biting his leg fiercely and throwing him to the ground. The cruel attack triggered a desperate struggle as the reptile began dragging him, ruthlessly tearing at his flesh. Even dazed by the violence of the attack, Rudolph cried out desperately, hoping someone would hear and come to his rescue. However, his pleas echoed in vain as he was completely isolated, engulfed in a battle for survival. His body bled profusely, with the dragon's venomous saliva infiltrating his bloodstream, worsening his agonizing situation. Rudolph's nightmare reached its peak when a second komodo dragon joined the attack, targeting his arms and shoulders, dismembering him with terrifying ease, before blood loss could rob him of consciousness, ending his final moments in indescribable agony. Upon noticing Rudolph's absence, the guides immediately alerted the authorities, triggering a frantic search. They retraced the group's route, relying on the collaboration of several local residents, but sadly, nothing was found but the silence of nature that had witnessed the tragedy. Rudolph Von Reading disappeared on that remote island, taking with him his secrets and the memory of a life dedicated to exploring and recording nature in its splendor and cruelty. Only in the early mornings of August, after an agonizing search period, authorities managed to locate some of Rudolph's personal belongings, such as his camera and glasses. However, the body of the renowned photographer and naturalist was never recovered, suggesting a terrible conclusion. He had been completely devoured by komodo dragons. The only remains that withstood the reptile's insatiable appetite were small bone fragments, mute witnesses of the tragedy that unfolded. Rudolph Von Reading's death marked a grim milestone in history, being the first fatal case of a komodo dragon attack on a human recorded. However, the sad reality is that such incidents, although not widely documented, occur annually, especially in extremely isolated locations where civilization gives way to relentless nature. Officially, since 1974, approximately 35 attacks have been recorded, resulting in several fatalities, with the last documented case in 2009. Despite the inherent danger represented by these formidable creatures, the islands continue to attract thousands of visitors from around the world, eager to witness the majesty and uniqueness of komodo dragons. However, safety rules have been significantly reinforced over the years. It is now expressly prohibited to enter the reserve without the guidance of experienced guides, or attempt any interaction with the dragons, known for their unpredictability and fierce territoriality. Additionally, informative signs have been installed near areas inhabited by these reptiles to raise visitor awareness of the risks involved and ensure safe coexistence between humans and komodo dragons. Nowadays, the site of Rudolph's tragic death has become a sort of macabre tourist spot, where his story serves as a dark reminder and example of respect for nature for new visitors. The atmosphere surrounding the location is permeated by the memory of this fateful event. On July 27, 2023, approximately 49 years after the terrible attack that took Rudolph's life, his family gathered for an emotional visit to the site. Despite the absence of his body, there lies a symbolic empty tomb whose headstone bears a simple yet profound message. He loved nature throughout his life. This phrase resonates as a tribute to Rudolph's unwavering passion for nature and his desire to capture its beauty and complexity through his relentless photography and exploration. The family's visit symbolizes the perpetuation of Rudolph's memory and honor to his legacy. Rudolph's story continues to touch the hearts of those who knew him, serving as a poignant reminder of the delicate coexistence between humans and sometimes relentless nature, which he dedicated his life to documenting. If this video has piqued your interest, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video to receive more sinister and dark videos like this one. Thank you for accompanying me this far.